Hello friends, this is Hemkai. Today we are going to do Snapseed editing to blacken the background of our subject. With this technique, the background will be completely blackened without affecting the subject itself. The procedure is little bit longer, but please stick with the video and I hope you will like it. So let's get started.
Today we are going to use the brush tool. From here we are going to choose the exposure and set the exposure to minus 1.0, and by setting the brush tool we are going to reduce the EV around our subject. What I'm doing is I am reducing the EV around the subject. So the next step in our tutorial is to select the eraser tool and to zoom as much as possible to take out areas which has been wrongly selected or which we do not want to get underexposed. As you may have noticed, this technique is somewhat lengthy, that is time consuming, but the result is very satisfactory. So be patient and do this very careful. So this is what we get after we have reduced the exposure. We can now take to apply this procedure. Now we can again redo this exposure trick. This I button is to see whether if we are touching the subject or not. EV exposure is to make the background little bit uniform so that we can further proceed very easily. Like this green area is very lighter than this black area, so the main purpose is to lighten this lighter areas. But as general rule, we are applying on the periphery or by the edges of this subject. We can also change the view here by pressing this eye like icon to carefully apply reduce EV exposure. So we have marked the area around this subject and we are going to apply now. So we have applied it. Next, the remaining portion can be darkened. This will be very quicker. Be careful not to touch or overmark the subject. If you have wrongly marked, then just wipe it using eraser tool. Now we can apply and redo this exposure brush again. So we are very near to the end of our mission. With this procedure, we are sure to get a very clear, a distinct result. But as you may have noticed, this procedure takes longer time, but the result is awesome. So from here we can zoom in and blacken the miss out spots. For this, increase your brightness to the maximum and zoom in as much as possible and retouch it. This portion we will do it again with another tool. We can select this selective tool to take out this green portion. We can keep the selection circle area uh, to can just keep it at +5 or so. Then reduced the brightness, saturation, the contrast, and we can see the difference now and then. So apply. This is the result. We have successfully blackened the area behind the subject. The best thing about this technique is we haven't touched or modified the subject itself. So the integrity of the subject is maintained. I hope you all liked the video and learn something from this tutorial. Have a nice day.